I remember I watched YouTube for hours daily. I used to mindlessly scroll on content, randomly click videos, and the first thing I'd do after clicking the video is scroll down to the comment section. I didn't actually watch the video, it was just me scrolling on comments, seeing their opinions and whatnot. Now, of course, that ruined my ability to focus, and I'm still trying to gain it back. So, in this video, I'll be telling you 2 or 3 ways which you can use to regain your focus. So let's get on to the video. So the first tip I can give you is to meditate regularly. Now let me tell you a bit more about meditation. There are 2 types of meditation. The first type is interoceptively based meditation, and the second type is exteroceptively based meditation. Interoceptively based meditation is where you focus on your internal self, your body, during meditation. And exteroceptively based meditation is where you focus on the environment around you during meditation. So traditional meditation, the meditation where you close your eyes and focus on your breath, that's an example of interoceptively based meditation, where you focus on your internal self. So I found there's a potential problem to that kind of meditation if you do it too much. And this same problem could be applied to doing too much of exteroceptively based meditation. If you do too much of interoceptively based meditation, you become too conscious of your thoughts and feelings. So it brings about a higher self-consciousness. And that higher self-consciousness makes it much more easier for you to get stressed, because all you're doing is focusing on your body. And what that means is you're unable, or it's much more difficult to focus on the environment around you. So to avoid doing meditation the wrong way, I mean, it's not wrong, but it's not useful, you have to ask yourself a question before you go into the meditative state. That question is, if you want to be more interoceptively focused at the end of the session, or being more exteroceptively focused. If your answer is you want to be more interoceptively focused after the meditation state, you should focus on your internal body during the meditation. And if your answer is exteroceptively based, then you should focus on the environment around you. Now there's one thing, when you're meditating, you might keep losing focus at times. This happens to me. Not at the first few minutes of meditation, but during the last few minutes. I completely just switch off focus and think about something else. Now this shouldn't really be worried about. If you lose focus, but you regain it afterwards, that's good. That's called neuroplasticity, where neural networks in your brain change, making it more easier and quicker to regain focus. And that can't only be said just about focus. And if you want to meditate, but you find a whole sitting down and closing your eyes too boring, there are other types of meditation. You can go on a walk in nature. That could be a meditation. Or even looking at people entering and exiting a place. That could be meditation. Exteroceptively based meditation. Now the second tip is pretty obvious. Stop watching fast-paced content and instead watch long format content which is mostly unedited. Now the reason is fast-paced content has way too many things going on at once. So if you try to focus on something on a fast-paced video, you find that it will only be there to focus on for a few seconds. And then there's a whole completely new thing to focus on. This makes your focus even worse. Because you're focusing on things at seconds at a time. And that's why I personally prefer watching long form content. Because I feel like the fast-paced content is just way too hyperactive in a way. So the last tip I can give you to be able to focus for longer, to be quicker to refocus, is to wear just a normal watch instead of a smartwatch. Your smartwatch can be so distracting. So let's imagine you're at home. You can't use your phone because you're trying to build experience with not having a phone. You're on self-improvement. And then you got a little smartwatch. It's basically the same as your phone. It's just smaller. And you might be just scrolling around, and the animations just make you even more distracted. The smooth animations. So that's why I personally wear a kind of old-fashioned watch. If you want to see it, it's Casio Royale. Even though the screen might look pretty distracting, hasn't been for me. It hasn't been distracting at all for me. Because I already know what's on the screen. I don't need to look. So yeah. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching the entirety of this video if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next one.